One of the president's priorities this year and for the rest of his term is to get some action out of Washington on climate change. He knows he's going to have to do most of that through executive action because he can't get cooperation with the Congress. But listen to the president's tone here. He's speaking to an environmental group, the League of Conservation Voters here. Listen to his tone going after Republicans who he says simply flatly refuse to acknowledge that man is contributing to climate change.
They say, hey, I'm not a scientist, which really translates into, I accept that man-made climate change is real, but if I say so out loud, I will be run out of town by a bunch of fringe elements that think climate science is a liberal plot. So I'm going to just pretend like, I don't know, I can't read. I'm not a doctor either, but if a bunch of doctors tell me that tobacco can cause lung cancer, then I'll say, okay.
He's a tad scornful there of his critics.
When he takes that mocking tone, as he sometimes does with Republicans, it drives the GOP absolutely crazy. But on this issue, he feels like not only does he have public opinion on his side, but he feels like he has an executive action plan that can actually make a dent in climate change. And he sees this as a real part of his legacy. So I think you're going to hear him saying things like that on climate change for the next 2.5 years.
He doesn't have the votes on his side.
No, he doesn't. And it's interesting, the fight on climate change that he does choose to wage, which is about the science, which is something he could portray the Republicans as out of step, out of the mainstream. But he's not talking about cap and trade, regulations, things that Republicans portray as job-killing regulations, job-killing cap and trade. He wants to fight it on a different terms about the science, and that they think is a winning argument politically.
And climate change is just one of the many issues where the president is using executive action